welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda, and as you can tell by the title, I'm starting a new series on my channel called Last Chance TBR. So the whole goal of this is to read books that have been on my TBR for many years, and if I don't get them done by the end of the year, then I'm going to unhaul them. They're books I still have some interest in, but I'm not making a priority, and they're taking up valuable space. So if I don't read them by the end of the year, it's obvious that I am never going to get to them, and I just need to unhaul them and give them to someone who would otherwise enjoy them. So I have 10 books here. Some of them are booktuber faves, so I may do some dedicated reading vlogs if I do get to them this year. If not, we're just gonna unhaul them because I'm sure someone else will enjoy them. So without further ado, let's get into the books. So the first book I want to talk to you guys about is something I bought just because everybody else was talking about it. I mean, a lot of these are that way, but this is a self-published novel. I don't think I've heard anyone talk about the book itself. Like, I've seen people haul it like many years ago, but I never saw anyone like talk about it. And that is The Color Project by Sierra Abrams. This book is gorgeous, which is mostly why I picked it up. It's a chunker. This is a YA, I believe, about this girl named Bernice, who doesn't want anyone to know her name. That is until she meets this boy named Levi, who runs this organization called The Color Project, and he just wants to get to know who she is. He's trying to guess what her real name is because she goes by B instead of Bernice. Something tragic happens in her family, so she kind of throws herself into The Color Project, and then I'm assuming some kind of romance ensues between her and Levi. I don't know. It's a chunky book. It's the one I'm least excited about, if I'm honest. But who knows? Maybe I'll read it and love it. The next book I have is actually a sequel, and that is Royally Matched by Emma Chase. This is the sequel to Royally Screwed. I read Royally Screwed years ago now. I really enjoyed it. It's about a prince, like a really hot prince looking for love. I think he falls in love and blah blah blah. It's pretty smutty, I think. I don't know. This is less than 300 pages. The reason I didn't continue on with this series to begin with is because this book follows his brother, and I wasn't really a fan of his brother in the first book, so I just kind of never continued. But there is a third book in this series, so we're gonna try. It's less than 300 pages. I should be able to do it. If not, it's out of here. I mean, I don't think I'll miss these books if I take them off my shelf because I haven't touched them in years. So I'm excited to maybe not force myself to read them, but if I want to read them, or I think I don't want to get rid of them, to read them. If I don't like them, I can always DNF them. No harm, no foul, right? The next book I have on my list is On the Island. This is by Tracy Garvis Graves. People really tend to enjoy this book. This is about a teacher and student who survive a plane crash, but they're stranded on an island, and then I think like some kind of relationship develops between the two of them. I've heard the book's really good. I just don't know. Yeah, he's 16, so like I feel kind of weird about it. I don't know. People really like this book though, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't really like the whole forbidden romance trope, which is probably why I haven't picked it up. I got this on a bargain, so it's not like it's gonna kill me if I get rid of it, but I'm a little intrigued, but at the same time I'm kind of not. Actually, going through this list now, I'm feeling like some of these books I could probably just unhaul, but we're gonna keep them on the list. We're gonna see if I get to them by the end of the year, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so this one I know I'm gonna get some hate for, and people are gonna want me to read it right now, and that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I wanted to read this book as soon as it came out. People just love this book. I bought it on a bargain. I did actually start this book. I got about 70 pages in. I didn't know what was happening. I put it down. I never picked it back up. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I want to like it. Everyone loves it. I want to like be a part of that love, but I just don't know if that's gonna happen for me. I think the writing is just very whimsical, and usually I don't really get along well with books that are whimsical, like have whimsical writing. So I'm gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. It's a hefty book though. How many pages is that? Wow, it's over 500 pages. And then I have A Whole New World. This is by Liz Braswell. This is part of the Twisted Tale series that Disney Hyperion puts on. It is a retelling of Aladdin if he had never found the lamp. So, you know, I was really interested in this years ago. I got this as a gift, I think, from one of the TBTB Secret Santas one year, so I feel bad like still not having read it. It was on my wish list. I do love Disney, but I never picked it up. This should not take me long. I mean, the margins are huge and the writing is pretty big, so you know, I read middle grade, so I don't know why I'm so off put by this. I just need to read it. I think I would like it. The next book I have is also a continuation of a series, and that is The Broken Prince. This is by Erin Watt. It's book 2 in the Royal series. I read Paper Princess years ago now. People loved that series when it came out. It was just okay for me. We're following high school students, and I felt like they were written more like adults, and like the things they were doing was very mature, and it was just hard for me to believe that they were high school students. And so that was my issue with it. I don't know. I mean, I have the 3rd book on my Kindle, so I just feel like I should read it because I have it. I don't know if this follows there's like 5 brothers, and then this girl moves in with them, and there's a romance between her and another one of the brothers. And they're rich. They're rich. So, I don't know. We'll see. But this is on the list. I have another booktube darling, and that is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. This is a YA historical fiction. Everybody and their brother knows what this book is about. Had it on my shelf probably since 2014, 2015. I don't know. It's old. It's been here for a long time. I've tried to pick it up. I couldn't get past the first page. So, I love historical fiction. People love this book. It's even a movie. I have never seen the movie. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I never make time for it. So we're gonna see if this year I can do that. If not, you know the drill, it's out. And then I have another booktube favorite, and I am actually excited for this one, and that is Night Film by Marisha Pessel. This is a crime novel. I have tried to read it. I picked it up a long time ago. Let's see, I got 100 pages in. I put it down, and then I never picked it back up again. This is a book of mixed media. It is about, I think there's like this horror director who makes these really like grotesque like horror films, and he has like a cult following, and his daughter is murdered, and this journalist thinks there's something sinister going on, so he starts like investigating. He's trying to figure out what happened to her. I believe that's what this is. No, everybody loves it, and from what I read, I was enjoying it. I like the mixed media like aspect of it. Let me see if I can find something. Here's a patient record. So there's stuff like that in here. I don't know. I am excited about this one. I just have never. Here's this, whatever this is. I think these are like web pages. So it's a cool book. I think I will enjoy it if I make time for it. I just have never done so. Next is The Book of Ivy. This is a YA dystopian, I think. It's a duology. I own both books. I don't know. People loved it. I just never... It's been sitting on the bottom of my shelf for a very long time, so we'll see. I think this is about... Okay, so this takes place in the US after a nuclear war leaves the US decimated. These people, the survivors, came together and they were marrying off their sons and daughters to each other to keep the peace. It's Ivy's turn to get married, but she needs to kill the president's son. So, which is her soon-to-be husband. I don't know. It sounds fantastic. I've never read it. And then the last book that I need to get done this year, or get rid of, is And I Darken by Kirsten White. This is a gender-bent Vlad the Impaler retelling. So it's if Vlad was female. And I own the entire trilogy. I've never read anything by this author. I own the entire trilogy. I also own the Guinevere Project, also by this author. Why do I have so many books by an author that I've never read? So that's going to change this year, or the entire trilogy is going to leave my shelf. I tried to read this before. I don't think I was in the mood. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't read very much, just a couple pages. So, we'll see. Okay, so here's the stack. Here's the 10 books that I need to read by the end of 2021, or they are getting unhauled. If I was honest with myself, I could probably get rid of 2 of these, like The Color Project and On the Island. Those could probably go today, and I wouldn't be sad about it, but I'm going to keep them on here. We'll see if I pick them up. And like I said, I'll probably do some dedicated reading vlogs. If you guys are interested and want to see that, let me know which books you'd like to see me dedicate a reading vlog to. And I'm gonna put these down because they're heavy. If you got this far, go ahead and leave me a book emoji, or if you can't leave an emoji, just leave me a smiley face so that I know you were here, you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Goodreads, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.